Why, hello there, folks. Welcome to another Run of Modern. My name is Dylan from Alternate Universes, and on the left we have Josh Lindy playing Temur Breach versus John Wardwell on Twiddle Storm, baby. That's right, we're back. We're doing some content again, and I say again mostly because I took a vacation, and we missed 2 Mondays and didn't record them, as I was, again, on vacation. But we're back, and for the foreseeable future, we will be having content every week again, and great news, we are once again streaming every Monday on twitch.tv alternate universes live. There will be a link in the description down below. And boy, am I excited to say that we're streaming again. Got our internet fixed while I was away on vacation. Came back. We streamed this Monday. We had a little bit of a technical issue during round 1, which is why it's not getting posted this week, because game 1 was very slideshowy. But hey, it is what it is. Now, let's talk about these decks. Temur Breach is your Underworld Breach. I almost said Underworld Station. Underworld Breach Grinding Station combo deck. This time you are combo finishing with Grape Shot instead of Thassa's Oracle, because Josh is playing Gigantha as his companion. Now, I do actually think I'm not the biggest fan of the Gigantha thing. Personally, I like the idea of not playing Gigantha and instead playing Gut Shot, Grape Shot, as well as Thassa's Oracle. Just having 2 separate win conditions in the deck, because sometimes you honestly cannot make the red mana to, do what you need to do. Now, this deck does play red and 6, so you can color fix a little bit. But there are instances where sometimes you don't have your Ragavan, Mox Amber, or Red Source available to Grape Shot kill. So hey. Also, if your opponent plays Flusterstorm, they can grape. I mean, I guess you can just play a second Grape Shot. I don't know if that part actually matters, but that's interesting. And on the right, Twiddle Storm, also an Underworld Breach deck, is named after the keyword card Twiddle, or the key card of the deck, which is why it's named after it, is Twiddle. Twiddle is a 1 blue instant, and you can tap or untap target permanent. So you're going to usually target Lotus Field with that, and then untap that, make some mana, rinse, wash, repeat. Josh in this game, game 1, is trying to figure out what John is playing. Because when he bobbled him, he saw Street Wraith, and it was like, oh, okay, you're playing Shadow. And this is not a Death Shadow deck. It would be kind of cute if it's sideboarded into Shadow, but I don't think you can do that. Whew. I believe John's kill condition is also Grape Shot. However, out of the sideboard, he does play Ave, the Progenitor Ooze. And because of the fact that he plays Wish in his main board, he's able to wish for Ave. Josh has a Ragavan Nimble Pilfer on the board. We have an Exiled Unholy Heat. It was exiled off the Expressive Iteration. Okay. I was like, why is there an Unholy Heat exiled? We put it together. We got some brand new coffee. It's cold. But I brought some nice beans. The flavor or brand was called a Reanimator, and I thought that was fitting for the coffee for me to drink while doing Magic commentary. Apologize for the sniffles. I have a little bit of a cold. I was running around. I was doing my daily run. It was raining this morning. So, yeah, John's going to float 2 mana here. Ooh, we see the Storm cards coming out, baby. Not exactly sure what they are. They look like cats. Is it the Planeswalkers as cats? Floating 2 blue mana, playing that Lotus Field, sacrificing those 2 lands. It would be kind of funny if he doesn't do anything with that mana. Okay. So we're going to cast Twiddle. We're going to untap Lotus Field here. With a storm count of 1.
The OG Breach deck. 3 red, cast Wish.
Alright, I'm going to make 3 red here, casting Wish.
1 blue, using my last blue.
In response, going to use the blue. I do not know the name of that card off the top of my head, but it does a similar thing to Twiddle, where you just untap a permanent.
Alright, so Harry Wish? Yes. It just said, I don't have to name it.
Yeah,
it just for this turn.
I think we were just reading Wish.
Don't you need 2 cards?
For what?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know.
Both of these decks are sweet. Breach is
Doesn't think so.
pretty definitively one of the top decks in Modern right now. Though I think Jeskai Breach is a little bit more positioned. I know Spike was playing Gruul Breach a lot. I don't know if he was playing Temur at all. I'm sure he's played it, but I feel like he was playing Gruul more than anything. And then Ross Merriam and Corey Ballmeister, I'm pretty sure, have been playing a lot of Jeskai. I feel like I remember seeing I feel like I've seen more Jeskai results than I have the other two. But who knows? I didn't pay too much attention to the metagame while I was away. So. And then Twiddle Storm is just a sweet deck. We love
You have how many cards in hand?
the decks that are a bit more fringe, especially combo decks, just because they're so weird. Like, if anyone were to bring Ad Nauseam to a weekly, I'm pretty sure I would just throw them on camera as soon as I knew. Like, Ad Nauseam was a deck that I was so excited to play. Time Spiral Remastered was coming out, setting the scene. TSR was coming out.
I would just simply
The ban list hadn't dropped yet. I saw that all these cards that were going to get reprinted. I was so excited. I've been playing my friend's version of the deck for a couple weeks.
it's one color.
We've wished for an engineered explosives,
And I'll pass.
and then the banned Simeon Spirit Guide. Then I didn't buy the deck because I didn't think the deck was good anymore, and it was going to be good anymore, and it turned out to be the case. But there's some cool new versions of it post Modern Horizons 2. I know we've had a couple people play it at the shop before. Ragavan's going to connect. We're going to reveal Consider here. That beautiful double feature Consider. Making a treasure token. That treasure token came down with a emphatic thud.
Now, I might end up using it. I don't know yet. It is very heavy.
Emery Lurker of the Lock. We're going to mill the top 4 cards of our deck. Getting Breach, Urza Saga, Red and 6, and a Scouting Turn Expedition. I think that's what that is. Yeah, I think it's Tarn. One of the beauties about the Breach decks is they have so many avenues they can attack. Or they can act on, or they attack on. You have the combo game plan right with Grinding Station and Breach. You have the Ragavan plan, because Ragavan can just run away with the game. You have the Construct beatdown plan with Urza Saga, which I think is my favorite way to win the game with that deck, or just really any deck. I love making constructs with Urza Saga. You have like Ren looping possibilities. I mean, you can just Ren pick up Urza Saga all the time, but you can also Ren to Seiju Lock, or get Ren to 7, Emblem it, cast any spell out of your graveyard as many times as you want to,
All on your upkeep? Sure. Untap.
assuming you have the lands to discard for retrace.
Cycle tree rate, go to 12. Okay, pass the turn.
John draws, just passes per turn. Unfortunately, on the turn, he, I think, attempted to Twiddle combo off. He tapped his mana
Go to
a
my
little
deck
weirdly,
list.
which is why he led to just having the engineered explosives.
Simply reset.
Now it is on 1. He can deal with the Ragavan if he needs to.
Tap it down.
He's just going to, at the beginning of combat, tap down the Ragavan with the blue spell, floating 2 blue mana. Interestingly, the EE on 1 is strange, I think. I feel like EE on 0 is a little bit better against the deck, because on 1 you're just sniping Ragavan. I don't think there's really anything else too impactful. Yeah, I think doing it on 0 just to play around of potentially the potential
Pass to you.
eventual constructs is good. That sentence didn't make sense.
Yeah, let's just for the sake of it. Well, I'll concede.
All right,
I punch
John is going to scoop it up. Josh is going to take game 1.
Last wish. I was supposed to leave
And
it
we'll be
blue
right
up,
back with
not
game
use
2.
all 3 reds. Or I mean, you leave it red up,
Right.
not use all my reds up. That one kind of sus. Mysteries
All right, folks, we got game 2. John on the play, leading with a Mishra's Bauble. We got to check the top card of his deck. Got to play fetch land.
I'm gonna just
Opts the fetch now.
Taking 2.
Did not like the card he was going to draw.
we'll just take that.
It's a basic island. Interesting. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The plants to sack it to Lotus Field anyways, right? So
You draw
he's going to get the draw on the upkeep. Those new sleeves sliding around a bunch.
I'll bobble you.
Josh also leading with a Mishra's Bauble. Can we talk about how Mishra's Bauble, after the Brothers War reprint, is no longer a $20 card? That's not accurate. It's no longer a $10 card. The prices did drop on Bauble for a little bit beforehand, but Mishra's Bauble was a $20 card at one point, which is insane to me because I bought my playsets for quarters after the Double Masters reprint. But yes, the new Baubles, gorgeous. Retro frame artifacts, give me more. Watsy, it's like the only thing right now I think you're doing right. The sketch stuff is pretty sweet too. I am a sucker for sketch art or anything related to like demo art. All right, John going to play a Wish Claw Talisman here. Is it Beseiju in Josh's hand? We are just turn 1 play Otawara, turn 2 play Beseiju. I guess he just doesn't have any fetch lands. I'm going to play a brand new card from Brothers War. I believe its name is Hex Parasite. That could be wrong, but I'm going to tell you what it does. You can sacrifice it by paying a green. You gain 2 life, and you get to exile target artifact or enchantment. I'll learn the card names from Brothers War eventually. I was not around when the store opened our singles for it, so I didn't get to see every card in the set like I usually do.
I'm just gonna play Lotus Field. I'll pass.
I'm playing a little bit of a catch up here. John's just going to play a Lotus Field to pass the turn. Now, Josh's mana base here is a little rough, right? We have the Mox Amber, so if he has a legendary permanent that isn't, lands. Okay, so Ember coming down here, going to mill 4. We'll have access to more blue mana. Milling over that Steam Events is not what we want to see. Could just play Tarmogoyf next turn and go for the beatdown plan. The Parasite is interesting, though, out of the sideboard here, because it does give him the opportunity to interact with Underworld Breach from John's side. Though I don't know if he's actually seen the Breach. I think the play here is to throw out your Tarmogoyf. I guess you can bobble John to see like what he's drawing. See if he's potentially drawing one of the combo pieces. But I feel like you just need to start applying pressure.
Target the Hagelire Knight.
Because you can play Emery, or you can Emery play the Parasite off the Amber like that, and then just play the Goyf. The Goyf has to be big. There's at least 3 types in the graveyard. No, did he build Saga? No, he built a Steam Fence. But there's at least Artifact Sorcery land.
Selling your upkeep?
Just plays the Parasite and passes. Okay. Draws from this Bauble. Picks up another Beseiju. Not what we want to see here. John's just playing Polluted Delta and passing. I think getting a little flooded here. Alright, picks up a Scalding Tarn and is a land for a turn. This will allow him to fix his mana. So he does need red mana pretty badly. So he'll do both a Breach and a Ragavan in hand. as well as what looks like an expressive iteration.
Take 3.
Fetching with the turn. I imagine we're getting Steam Vents here.
Are you taking 3?
I believe second blue source is more important to him than second green source. Alright, shotgun it in. Giving the Hex Parasite a little bit of a read.
Where you like your decks? Here?
We're going to double check and see if it's actually called Hex Parasite. Nope, Hex Parasite is from New Phyrexia Kids. That's a $3 rare. I think I bought one yesterday for the store. That's why I'm thinking of it. Where? God, Magic releases so many sets. Brothers 4 just came out, and it's the bottom thing on the Magic tab. Haywire Might. That is the name of this uncommon. This is $1 uncommon. Great card. But yeah, when it dies, you gain 2 life, and you sack it, and you exile target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. The non-creature part, pretty big. I still think I'm on the Goyf plan, man. I think I'm just playing Goyf. Like, my voice just died. Holy hell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm playing... What did he play off the... What did the Amber? Oh, he's dashing around. Okay. I don't know. I feel like...
Take it, go down.
This is Goyf. Goyf last turn, Goyf this turn.
16.
Right, attacking in. Increasing damage. John is not at 1. He's at 14. The Ragavan trigger. Makes a treasure. Exiles a Twiddle. Josh is tanking on whether or not he should activate Emery, target his bauble, and then Twiddle off the Emery. Though I probably don't think it's worth it to put the Twiddle in the graveyard for John.
How do I say no to that?
But because of that treasure token, he can play his Tarmogoyf now. This is the most positive I've been about playing a Tarmogoyf probably since 2017, 2018. For any of the locals, or the players who know me, they know I do not like Tarmogoyf as a card. So, if you're experiencing this for the first time, I'm sorry. It's like my dislike of Liliana the Veil. My coffee has gotten cold. This is, but tastes fine. It's just cold. I wanted hot coffee. It's like 30 degrees outside.
Play grinding station.
Alright, we put a grinding station here. Not doing any shenanigans in response to the ETB trigger. Accidentally plays Beseju as second land for turn. He cannot play a second land. I catch that in a second.
Yeah.
I think I catch it like immediately. I'm just like staring at Josh like, no, can't do that. You played the fetch land this turn. It was just a long turn. So we have rectified that situation. Real quick fix. That Twiddle disappears into the void. We've got a draw from Bauble, I believe. Maybe not. A lot happened that turn.
How many cards in it? 6.
I guess the grinding station play does make sense. Oh, the Ragavan return in hand. That's what it was. The station play makes sense. He has Breach in hand. He's missing a red source, though. So I don't know if I love the dashing of the Ragavan here. If he draws a fetch or a shock, he's fine. If he draws a red source or a way to a red source, he's fine.
I've gone shock down to 11. No, I don't shock. I'll just go up to 13.
Got another Lotus Field coming into play.
3 red, floating a red, just on a wood breach. Okay. So I have a blue and a red floating. Type. I'm just gonna exceed Mishra's Bobble.
In response to that,
Yeah.
All right. Well, while they're working out their turn, let's do our normal little advertisement pitch. We are having a modern RCQ Saturday, December 17th. It'll begin at 11 a.m. Our registration will start at 11 a.m. Play will begin at noon. More details can be found on the website, but it should be like our typical stuff. I'll pull up my... I'm used to the work computer where I just type in A and it pulls up the website. Details will also be posted on our social media within the week.
that deck just sucks.
This is up on Thursday. It probably actually will be up on at least our Facebook today.
Get out of here.
Yes,
I'm
December
in the middle
17th,
of
we're having a Magic Modern Regional Championship qualifier at Alternate Universes Bluebell. Entry will be $30. Registration at 11. Tournament begins at noon. First place will receive an invite to Regional Championship at DreamHack Anaheim. $200 in store credit, winner and top 8 promos, top 8 pin, and a winner lanyard, and then prizes will scale down accordingly. However, this is a double qualifier, meaning second place also gets an invite to the Regional Championship at DreamHack Anaheim. My website currently says Atlanta. That is not accurate. Atlanta has happened. There are promos that you receive. There's a Threadman Inspector, Selfless Spirit, and a Foil Selfless Spirit. They're pretty cool looking. I don't know how great the promos are. I mean, I know what the cards do, but they're not the greatest promos. But hey, we don't play for the promos. We play to play. And also, the day after that, we're having a Pauper 0.1K. That's right, we're having a mini 1K for the Pauper format. If you want to register, I believe you're able to do so by calling the store or just going in person. But yeah, just a mini fun little event we wanted to do as a end of the year tournament type of thing. And we're interested in doing more fun events like that. Josh is doing breach shenanigans. I think this is the turn. Yeah, this is the turn where he's like, he's a red mana short of being able to actually kill John.
I'm down to 10.
That's what happens when you're used to playing it.
Or he was, yeah, this is at the end of Josh's turn. This is where I was talking to Josh. I was like, hey man, I really think, because if he didn't play Gigantha, and he played Athas's Oracle, I'm pretty sure he's able to win. By doing, yeah, because he just Mox Hammer, tap for blue, sack at a grinding station, play it off of breach, you know, do the normal shenanigans. Oh, we're still doing the turn. Okay, I've spoiled it. Josh does not kill him here. My biggest issue with the Gigantha thing is I just don't like Gigantha as a card. And I get the whole argument that Spike has with if your deck can play a companion, why would you not just play the companion?
You are at 2 or 1.
But Gigantha sucks, dude. The card's not good.
There you go. So,
Or at the very least, it could be better.
Yeah.
Like, if we look at the companions that have been banned and the companions that are still legal, I feel like the other ones just do better things. Like, the banned ones are obviously better, right? But the ones that are still legal, I feel like just do better things. Like, Kahira does nothing when you play her, but she's just a better card still. Giving Vigilance to the Elementals and +1/+1 is so much better than I can tap and add 5 mana. This doesn't help that it takes a total of 8 mana to play the Gigantha now. It's fine for Tron, because they're a deck that like needs to get around Blood Moon and all that jazz. But I don't know. I'm fairly confident that this version of Breach would be a little bit sweeter with Athas's Oracle as well as the Grape Shot.
Bobble. I did. For the bubble?
That was for the bobble. Oh yeah. What about the haywire?
Haywire is
Doing our combo, but we can't really do a combo. Josh, I know you're gonna watch this. I love you, buddy. Giganta's bad. There's gonna be someone in the comments. They're like, "No, Giganta's not a bad card." I love my 5-mana do nothing.
with a trigger on the stack. I'll make a blue. Target it.
Look at John counting Storm for Josh there. It's so sweet.
Can't believe this. All right.
Yeah, I need to microwave this coffee. Wow. All right, folks, talk to me. Let's talk. What are you playing in Modern right now? What should I be playing in Modern right now? I don't have a deck together. I had to take stuff apart to build Legacy to help my coworker test for Eternal Weekend. Hello? All right. Hey, look, it's Armagoyf.
Crack it, so I got one bobble.
Look at mine. Or
Yeah, look at yours. This is my first one, right?
yep.
All right, measures bobble. Exiling the yard.
Second bobble.
Bobbling again. Our Goyf has been shrunk. I would like to say that if we did do the double Goyf play earlier, I'm pretty sure the game would have been locked. But it would have been locked down.
On your end step. I'm just gonna dream script my Lotus Field.
Alright, I'm gonna untap a Lotus Field. We're gonna Lotus Field. We're gonna Otherworld the Gaze. That was pretty cool. Tap it for 3 blue, cast Otherworld the Gaze, and then is it going to be able to flash it back as well, or immediately also.
And then I'll flash it back with the 2 floating.
They're good. Keep that in mind.
It's also, I think, that right there is one of the biggest reasons I don't like the
Well, I had enough cards at the graveyard to do it. I just didn't have red.
And I'm aware. But if you were playing this card, you still be able to win.
Well, not if.
If
Yeah.
you're not playing Giganta, then you can play the other.
I should be able to find a Twiddle Storm deck list.
Blue source.
That gets played enough. I could also do Google Twiddle Storm deck list
In that specific
for the description.
instance, but for every specific instance where there's that, it could be the other way around.
This on
I'm
top.
not saying one or the other.
Right.
I think you run both.
Good? Yeah.
I would like to.
On your upkeep and the draw. 2 bobbles, yep. Yep. Good.
John is untapping. Pulling out our counters. Looks like Josh has Grape Shot in hand. I think that's what that red card is. Twiddle untap. Got a 5 blue.
Put on a 4. Dream script.
Sure.
Gonna untap again.
3 red.
This doesn't actually help, right?
3 man's going to play Wish.
Wish good.
Going to
do that on
get
this.
probably an Underworld Breach from the sideboard, I feel like.
No. Yeah, which is good.
I'm pretty sure the deck typically plays 1 in the board.
Red. Underworld Breach.
Alright, goes and gets Breach. Storm count goes to 4.
Good. How many cards in your hand?
Breach is resolved. Everything in his graveyard has gotten the keyword escape. Underworld Breach. The fix Yawgmoth's will, baby. Oh, Watsy.
3 red.
3 mana. I think it's going to target. It's going to try and cast Wish here from the graveyard.
I'll respond.
That looks to be the case. Josh is going to respond by Hex Parasiting.
We'll respond to that.
It's not Hex Parasite.
Wish on the stack.
Apparently, I'm just going to keep mentally calling it that card until at least I own a copy. We're going to exile the Underworld Breach, but in response to that, John is going to cast Twiddle a bunch of times. Make a bunch of mana.
You were at what, 19?
I'm at 20. Well, yeah. When this dies, I gain 2 life, so I'm at 21.
Blue. Go for 5. Twiddle again. Going to 4. 6. Up to 7. Go down to 6. Twiddle again. I'm up to 6.
Doing things in response.
Yeah, what is my score now? 7 now? Yeah, that
We
resolves.
love it.
Gone. What's
Alright,
the
the
wish?
Breach is exiled,
And a bunch of green.
but I don't think that's going to matter.
Squares. What do we got?
Does it get exiled? What does Haywire Right do?
So that's my 3 green and then
Yeah, exile.
go down to
Okay.
4 blue.
Keep calling the damn thing Hex Parasite. I need to double check and make sure I actually know what it does.
I'm at 8.
Cool thing
So
about
I
that
have
is it's an
6.
Urza Saga target too, which I think immediately everybody in the world was like, oh, I can get off Urza Saga. But that's cool. It's
Nine of
a
these
cute little effect.
Um,
Alright, we're going to play Ave. Huge storm count. I mean, with Ave, we're going to make a bunch of copies of Ave.
and then I have 8 more.
Now, if you do not know what Ave Progenitor Ooze does, I don't blame you. It is a card that I cannot spell right. I thought there was 2 A's in its name, her name. Costs 3 green, 2 colorless. It has Storm on it. Ave Progenitor Ooze isn't legendary if it is a token, and Ave enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other ooze you control.
This one's a 10-10. The lowest one's a 2-2. Everything in between. So 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5. All the way up to 10.
Alright.
So they're all big. Josh is just going to scoop it up. We're going into game 3.
I'll go to 17, play Ragavan.
John, I think just mulled to 4. Which, oh baby, mulling to 4 in game 3 is the worst feeling ever. I hate mulling. Anywhere below 6. Different formats, I like specific numbers less and less. Like, I hate mulling to 5 in Legacy. I don't know what it is, but in Legacy, whenever I have to mull to 5, I'm just like sad. Like, man, if I have to force will something, I'm just down bad. Not a great time. Modern, it's a little bit easier. There's no force will for me to worry about. Alright. We got a Ragavan from Josh. It's connected. We've exiled a card. It was an island.
I'll pass.
I'm just going to fetch. Untapped. Whatever.
Ooh. That'd be cool. John, fetching a Watery Grave, putting it in tap. No reason to take that 2 damage. Especially on a mull and you're up against a Ragavan in a deck that doesn't play Ragavan removal, to my knowledge. You probably could play like a bolt or something, but I don't think it's worth it. You got a bauble. Bauble somebody.
Land go.
Gonna play a fetch land. Gonna pass, draw during upkeep. Probably look at his own deck.
Pass.
Sagas could go to 2.
Trigger.
It looks like Josh is just gonna go super hard on the aggro plan. They are approaching time in the round. That 10-minute up there is not accurate
I should be at 15.
as to, the actual clock. For some reason, I built the clock to have 60 minutes instead of 50, and I have to redo the code.
Take 3, go to 15. While you go. 14.
Right, we are fetching. We are shocking. Getting a breeding pool here. John also fetching, it looks like.
What? 14. I'll shuffle in a bit. Bullet seal. And I'll pass it.
As a construct. Construct by RK Post. It's a Megatron token, which is fitting. Josh has had that since CG Indianapolis this year. Way before we had actual Transformer cards. There's another Megatron coming out here. Token beat down. It's real, baby. Getting a Mox Amber off the Saga. Placing another Urza Saga's land return. Jesus. Cool boy.
Play this on 0.
There's an engineered explosives.
Attack for
Attacking into the Ragavan into construct. Construct is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
trigger.
8 total damage with the Ragavan.
I'll crack it on you.
Going to cast a bubble. Crack the bubble.
I'll pass to you.
Pass the turn. Josh's board is hectic as shit. It's so violently hectic. There's so much going on. Alright, John. Plan engineered explosives.
I got the
Oh, no, we passed.
3 treasures and then Saga.
And what? 6 cards in here?
4.
Just 4?
Just 4.
Oh, maybe not passing. Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe interaction and upkeep. Gonna make 3 blue.
Go to 2. Twiddle.
Going to Twiddle. Makes 3 red.
1. Wish.
Going to Wish.
Thank you. Yeah. Give me.
Assuming this is during John's turn. I thought John did the hand wave to indicate he was passing. That's why I was like, oh, okay, we're passing the turn. But not the case.
I'm at 6. I'm just gonna use that Echoing Truth to bounce your constructs.
All right, give it Echoing Truth. All right, get rid of the constructs. It's going to pass the turn.
Pass it.
Alright, turn 1.
Go down to 4.
Attacks in with Ragavan here. Going to put John to 4.
Sure.
Underworld Breach.
Reveals an Underworld Breach. Emery. A mill 4 here. Grinding Station, Bauble, the Might, and the Ren 6.
You have 4?
Yes.
And 4, 5, 6. With your Underworld Breach, too. I like your phone background.
Josh, I think this is debating on if he wants to try and kill John with his own Underworld Breach. I think he has the mana to do it if he wants to. I don't know if he has a kill condition in his hand. Let's say every somebody's sick. Who can't play the grinding station from the yard? Yeah.
You're gonna be yelling at me at the comments or not?
I think the Ragaband's off camera.
So people are gonna be yelling at me in the comments for that.
So there's a Ragaband. Here it went.
Could've won.
On the board since turn 1. That's what we're talking about. Ragaband just goes to distance.
I just don't think it's right.
Granted, there was a construct that attacked for 6 as well. But hey.
It was definitely. I'm watching Demon Slayer Entertainment District.
John can
Flash
make a
sheet.
construct here. Josh can make a construct here.
That's definitely what I was thinking. The guy with the bands on his thing.
There's
Like,
2 attackers for John to deal with.
constructs are flashy too.
You need an option.
He didn't have them. He doesn't have them. I talked to him back the day you and I were on a team. That's when I bought these. And I go, you got to make Optimus. He's like, you're right.
I need his run out.
I don't have it. I have it different right now than what I like. I like.
Yeah, after got one in Vegas, he was like, look at this. And I was like, oh, no, I
Yeah, you got it. I don't have anything like that. I'm just dead.
It's funny. It's like I saw Breach, and I'm like, I didn't need Breach. And I would actually love the Underworld, the card that lets me mill my deck. That would
John
be
has scooped it up. Josh is going to take it 2-1 with Team of Breach. The ending of that game was a little weird, but hey, it's whatever. Thank you for watching, folks. The screen is black, but have a great rest of your day. Thank you.